Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. It's Sean Mirage Track and hope you're having a very good morning so far. I am too. In this video, I'm going to be releasing my second spring 2024 forecast. So if you like these videos I be doing on my channel, please hit that like button and subscribe. So in this video, we're going to be talking about what kind of spring we're going to have, how warm it's going to be, how cold it's going to be, how much rain we're going to see, how much no rain we're going to see, and how much severe weather we can see. So this is my second and if not last spring forecast, because spring is already here, so I won't be doing another one, but this is my last one. So I'm giving y'all an update. So we're gonna see what has changed since my last update. So now I'm gonna be looking at spring 2024 forecast. So first of all, we gotta start with this because this is very important. We are fixing to start transition, and that will throw an impact on our spring. So first of all, what kind of phase we gonna be in by the time we get into the spring? Because like I said, if you're not watching my latest La Nina video, I will have the link in the description. If y'all want more information about this stuff, I will have the video link in the description where I talk about this stuff. But the thing is, we're gonna look at this because this matters the most. So first of all, we're gonna look at what's going on right now. This is a couple days old, 2 days old, which is not bad, but you can see that. You can see all these blue colors right here. That's starting, our La Nina is starting to develop again. So it's not gonna be about spring, but I'm pretty sure this El Nino will be gone by spring. And look at this. We can see just off the coast of Peru, we see much cooler waters that's already starting to happen. And it's because of those trade winds starting to pick back up. And plus, we got very, very cold water below the surface that's starting to work its way up towards the surface. So that's why we're starting to see our transition. Now we're gonna look at our NINA region, sea surface temperatures to partners. So we got 4 different regions. First of all, we got our first region, NEO 1+2 region, the NEO 3 region, the NEO 3.4 region, also the NEO 4 region. What matters the most if we in La Nina or El Nino is the NEO 0.4 region. That needs to be 0.5 Celsius degrees below average for it to be declared as a La Nina. Right now we are not at that. We are still at an El Nino right now, and this is pretty old. No, not old. Okay, so here's our NEO 3.4 region. It's still running 1.1 Celsius degrees above average, so that's still El Nino territory. All the basins are still with El Nino. The only basin that's not El Nino anymore is the 1+2 region, because that's already cooling down. Look at that. You can see the 1+2 region is right here, right where this blue is at. That's why we're not seeing it no more. So I will have the video link in the description on my latest La Nina video if y'all want more information about this type of stuff. So now we're gonna look at this. What we're gonna be in for the spring. So by the time we get in towards April, which is next month, which is the spring month, April and May, those both spring months, we're going to be in a neutral phase. So we are expected to be in a neutral phase by April. So here's where we're going to be in April too, guys. Here's April, May, and June, because March is about gone, so I'm not going to really show you March. But look at this. We are going to be in that neutral phase. That La Nina is coming back pretty strong. Look at that. You can already see it right here. You can barely see it right here. We're going to be in that neutral phase, but look at this. By the time we get towards the summer, we're going to be in that La Nina, weak La Nina. Then we're getting towards a moderate La Nina as we get towards the summer months, and possibly a very strong one by the peak of hurricane season. So now we're going to look at this because this is what we're going to be in for this upcoming spring. A neutral phase, a neutral pattern. So this is what a neutral phase typical give us, an enso neutral phase. This is what we're going to be in for this spring, so that's why I'm showing this. So the northern U.S. expect cooler temperatures. So first of all, our polar jet stream does this during a neutral phase. It comes down from Canada it comes down towards the upper Midwest, then it crosses the Ohio Valley, then goes up towards the northeast. That's what we could be seeing this upcoming spring. We are already seeing that right now. The southern U.S. gonna be much wetter and much warmer, and we are already seeing that right now. Temperatures right now are above average, especially for parts of the southeast, especially up back towards the southwest. Temperatures right now are above average, especially for parts of Texas, where Texas is seeing very warm temperatures. And our Pacific jet stream is also like this during the neutral phase. So this is what we're going to be in this upcoming spring. So that's what you can see this spring. So now we're going to look at this. So temperature outlook. First of all, here's the latest update on the cam ships in the CFS. So we got some disagreement right here, and it's okay because things could change. Spring is already here, so this is probably what's most likely to happen. We're gonna look at April, May, and June. The reason why I'm not showing you March is because March is about gone, and March it's already here. So we're gonna show you what's gonna look like for next month, May and June. And June is mostly spring, so that's why I'm gonna show you June. So between April and June, according to the CFS model wants below average temperatures for parts of the Midwest and the central U.S., including Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska, while the Southeast wants near normal to slightly below normal temperatures. The CFS wants above average temperatures for parts of Canada, near normal to slightly above normal temperatures for parts of the Northeast. The Pacific Northwest for parts of Western Oregon and Washington wants above average temperatures, while Eastern Oregon and Eastern Washington wants slightly below temperatures. The Southwest wants near normal to slightly above normal, or if not slightly below normal in some spots for parts of the Southwest. That's the CFS model. Camshires model showing a whole different thing, and this is very strong disagreement right here. According to the opposite, the Camshires model wants above average temperatures instead of below average temperatures for parts of the central U.S. Southeast wants slightly above average temperatures. The Northeast wants well above average temperatures. The Northwest wants above average temperatures, and the Southwest wants above average temperatures. So we got some disagreement right here. Non-precipitation, we got disagreement on this. Look at this. The CFS model wants a lot of precipitation, a very wet spring for parts of the central U.S. and the plains. If you live in parts of these states right here, I'm fixing to call out: Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, and South Dakota, Wyoming, Colorado. The CFS wants a lot of precipitation, a lot of precipitation for parts of the Southeast, but not as much for parts of Mississippi and Western Tennessee. A lot of precipitation for parts of, I probably should lose my marker. A lot of precipitation for parts of the Northeast, not as much precipitation for parts of the Northwest. So now we got some disagreement. This Camshires model is showing a whole different thing, and also that the Ohio Valley on the CFS is showing above average precipitation. Now look at the Camshires model, opposite for parts of the Ohio Valley. The Camshires model is showing below average precipitation, while the Southeast showing above average precipitation. A whole different story. According to this Camshires model, the Camshires model is showing average precipitation, while the CFS is showing very above average precipitation, if not getting close to off the chart. Like, this is disagreement. So this is confusing. We don't know which model is going to win. So now we're going to look at our 5 megabyte height anomaly, and this is based on region. So the blue is troughing. The blue means if you see a lot of this blue, that means a lot of troughing is going to be in place, meaning a lot of storm systems, a lot of rain, a lot of cooler temperatures, not always cooler temperatures. The red means warmer temperatures, drier conditions, and present weather. So according to the Camshires model is showing that the whole Southeast region is going to be seeing a lot of troughing. So that means we're going to be in a wet spring. The northern U.S., not really much difference, but look at this. Back towards the west, we're going to have a lot of ridges. We're going to have a little bit of ridge in place of parts of the West U.S. or the West U.S. might be a little drier this spring, according to the Camshires model. CFS model is showing not too much different, but thing is, the CFS does show a lot of ridge in parts of the upper Midwest. So if you live in parts of the upper Midwest, you're probably going to see a lot of ridge and mean a lot of dry conditions and above average temperatures, while the southern U.S. is going to see a lot of trough and mean a lot of storm activity. So now let's get right into towards my forecast. What I think we're gonna have, what I think is gonna happen this spring. So first of all, we're gonna look at my latest spring 2024 temperature outlook. Then we're gonna look at my last spring 2024 temperature outlook. So the first one right here on the left side of your screen, guys, this is my old spring temperature outlook. This is from my last video. Look at this. In my last update, I expect the northern U.S. to be warmer, in the southern U.S. to be cooler. Now, in this update, I completely switched things around. And the reason why I switched things around is it's already shown that the models is already shown that this spring in my area is going to be above average temperatures. We already seen above average temperatures right now. So, the parts of the southeast, now we're going to see above average temperatures on this latest update. In the red right here is well above average temperatures. The northwest still going to see above average temperatures, but not as much. The southwest probably going to be much cooler than normal, and so is the northeast is probably going to be much cooler than normal too. So now, precipitation outlook. So now, how much rain we going to see? So according to my last update, I expect the southeast to be wetter, and the West U.S. to be wetter too. The Northwest used to be dry. Now here on my latest update. I still expect the Southeast to be much wetter, but thing is, I expect the Southeast to be even much wetter. The Plains, I'm taking on with the CFS mod. I do not agree with the Cam Trends mod. I don't know what's up with the Cam Trends mod, but because there's so much disagreement, I think I'm going to agree with the CFS mod, because we are already seeing a lot of storms impacting the central U.S. So that tells me, and it's because how the jet stream is going to be set up this spring. We're going to be seeing a lot of jet streams. We're going to be seeing a lot of storm systems doing this upcoming spring, bringing lots of storm systems to parts of the plains, and that's where most of our severe weather is going to be at too this spring too. It's the Midwest, because this is what you typically see in a neutral phase. So that Camtrans model, don't trust it. It's wrong. The CFS model is right, and the CFS model is actually seeing it. What's going to happen this spring? So I expect the upper Midwest and the central U.S. to be not the upper Midwest. I expect the central U.S. to be wetter, the Ohio Valley to be drier, and the Northwest to be drier too. So now, severe weather. Now this has changed, guys. Now back then, I did not know what I was doing. This right here is wrong. Take that out, because that was wrong. That did not happen. I was expecting the severe risk to be much higher for parts of the southern U.S. because of how our jet stream is. We seen and how storm track was during the El Nino. I was expecting El Nino to at least continue to do the spring, but now that's changed. So this you can put an X out. So we have a huge difference. So because the reason why I had put severe weather highest right here is because of how our storm tracks were doing. We were seeing a lot of storm tracks doing this, bringing a lot of severe weather for parts of the southern U.S. And I think that was going to continue through the spring, but nope, that's not happening. That's first of all, you can't be focused on El Nino. There's also another thing that we also watch is the North Pacific Oscillation. You gotta look at that, because that's what matters the most. You gotta have that, and you gotta have the El Nino, because this year is going to be different. We got to talk about the past 3 years, because the past 3 years was very active. 2020 was an active severe weather season. 2020 was more of a neutral phase. This spring was going to be a neutral phase too. But thing is, the 2021 through 2023 spring severe season was very active. 2021 was actually the most active severe season too, because we had two separate high risk in the same month for parts of the Dixie Alley, and that's because of La Nina. 2021 was a La Nina spring, 2022 was a La Nina spring, and 2023, neutral phase. So neutral phase and La Nina phases are the best phases you need for severe weather. El Nino is a phase you don't want if you want severe weather, because during the El Nino means less severe weather. So severe weather is more common during an enso neutral phase or a La Nina. This year is going to be a lot different, even though we're going to be in a neutral phase. But the thing is, our North Pacific Oscillation is going to be warm, still warm. So during a warm North Pacific Oscillation and a weak to neutral phase enso, I think most of the tornado activity is going to be focused in the plains, because that's where most severe weather happens during that type of phase. Southeast, guys, you're going to still see above average severe weather, but not as high. But I think our main focus this time is going to be in the plains this year. Next year could be a whole lot different because of the transition towards La Nina this year. So now, this is going to be it for this video, guys. If you like it, please hit that like button, subscribe. And I have another video coming out today because the weather pattern is fixing to get very, very active. We got 2 days of severe weather, one on the 24th and 25th. So stay tuned for my video. It's coming out this afternoon, so stay tuned for that. So now it's going to be it for this video. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video.